Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. I've got another tabletop video for you today. Picked up a couple of things the other day to add to my knowledge base information. These are the laminated folding woods guides. This one is one on wilderness survival. These things are manufactured created and printed in the USA. I'm trying to see who exactly does it. It says Liberty Mountain. I think those are the names of the people who wrote it. Yeah, not really. Waterford Press. There's an 800 number there. These things are $6 each. Again, this is the one on wilderness survival. But this thing has got all sorts of information in it. You've got a section on navigation, outdoor hazards. We've got edible plants, a section on water purification and collection. You've got fire, how to build them, how to sustain them. We've got signaling. Two sections on first aid. Let me get centered there. Actually, three sections on first aid. Three folders there. And then we've got survival strategy. And then some more information on shelter, it looks like, under there. Certainly not a huge base of information, but certainly something to keep in mind, especially for people who are beginners in the outdoors. These things, there's all sorts of information in them that you can use, and you may not need all of it, but there may be one section in there that you just might find yourself in an emergency and need something that's in there. I like them because they carry a lot of information in a small packet. They are water resistant, so they last a long time. Fold up nice and neat. This one, I guarantee you that I will use all the time. I have a terrible memory for knots and names for some reason. And I do an awful lot of tree climbing and rappelling. And I'm going to tell you, outside of the 2 or 3 knots that I use, I'm always looking back at my keychain cards that have the knots on them in order to figure it out. But when I saw this one, I liked it even more than the keychain one. It has a whole lot better illustration on tying them. And there is a whole lot more than what's on the keychain card. I mean, this thing covers a very wide variety of knots in different configurations. And these pamphlets can usually be found at most places that do outdoor stuff. You can also find them at some bookstores. These particular ones came from Going Gear. Both of them were $6 each. And I already have a couple of others that these will be going in conjunction with. And I just like them because, like I said, they're a small package, minimal in weight, to be able to carry a lot of knowledge in with you that you may be practicing these skills, and this is just a nice reference material to be able to look back on while you're out in the woods in case you forget something. The knot one is, like I said, this is invaluable for me. Guaranteed it will save my life at some point in time. So I highly recommend them. I want to say that there's probably about 10 or 11 of different varieties of things. These are the 2 that I thought were most pertinent for me. Alright, so those are the 2 new ones that I got, and I have 3 others. I've got one on wild edible plants, And again, they're all roughly the same size, but a lot of different information in there. on different plants from all over the U.S. Lots of good information. Got that one. I have got animal tracks. For me, really not necessarily for safety where I live, but helps with identifying stuff, especially for food, if you're trying to track something down. And generally just, good knowledge to have. It's always fun to be able to look up a picture and see exactly what kind of critters are walking around in the woods with you. And then trees. Trees are also another one that I have a real hard time memorizing the different trees. And this gives you all different types of pine trees and gives you descriptions of the needles, the cones, gives you a picture of the layout of how the branches are typically with those trees. Not that they're all identical, but it helps. Different leaf patterns. And down here it gives you a category of barks, so you can identify a range of trees by their barks. That is probably going to be the first thing that's visible to you if the leaves are high off the ground. Again, all of them around $6. And excellent information to have. I highly recommend going out and getting a set and reading them, practicing everything, and just keeping your skills up. Get out and enjoy the wilderness, have fun, take your family out, and maybe everybody can sit down and learn something. Thanks for watching.